Pit bulls. Why that dog? Or did you grow up in a house full of dogs? What's your dog story?
I grew up in a house with 2 little mutts, and they were great.
Yeah.
They were really sweet, but I've always wanted a big dog. And there's an abundance of pit bulls from overbreeding. And in the last 20 years, they've really gotten a bad rap because of the fighting has been bred into them, which is really unfortunate. But I have pit bulls, and I know a lot of people with pit bulls, and I've always wanted to get more involved. But as a creative who doesn't know where to start, this was my way to get more involved and to give back. And so that's why I decided to donate to Ring Dog Rescue, because since they've started, they've rescued over 2,000 dogs, which is really, really great work. And so this was my way of getting involved and trying to bring awareness to the breed. Well, they're not a breed, it's a blanket term. And try to make a change. And I really do think that I've made an impact on Richmond and the pit bull community with this book, not only by raising over $1,000 for Ring Dog Rescue in the first month of sales, but giving others the opportunity to come out of their homes and show their dogs to the world and tell their stories. So that's what's great. In the book, there's 101 pit bulls, photos taken of them all over Richmond, and then some of the pit bulls have stories and quotes from their moms and dads talking about how they were scared to rescue a pit bull, and then they did, and they opened their hearts, and it changed their lives, and their dog lives to serve them. And so there's a huge conversation around the stigmatism that goes with pit bulls. And this was my chance to kind of break that down. 3 misconceptions, or just give me some misconceptions people need to know. 3 misconceptions. Pit bulls snap. And that's not true. Just like any person or animal, if we are driven to snap, it's because something is irritating us or pushing us. If someone were to face rush you and you don't know them, are you going to like it? If I'm just like, hey, that pit bulls are naturally aggressive. A lot of dogs have that aggressive tendency.
They're hunters.
Yeah, they're hunters. Dalmatians, they're mean dogs.
And I want a miniature one. Bad Christmas gifts. Sorry.
Pit bulls, if they're raised properly and showed structure and discipline and love, they're great dogs. And those are pretty much the 2 biggest misconceptions, is that they'll snap on you or your child or somebody, and that they're naturally aggressive. And I don't think it's fair to tag that directly to pit bulls, because that honestly can apply to all dogs, and it can apply to humans. And just because one human makes a mistake, you can't generalize the entire population of humans because of that dog's mistake. Yes, there are pit bulls. I have met a pit bull who didn't know me, and I went to her personal space, and she did not like that. She didn't attack me or anything, but she growled and was like, "Hey, can you back off?" And that's okay. And but I've met pit bulls from the moment I met them, they tackled me in pieces. So there's a huge world of dog out there, and these pit bulls just need a little bit more attention.
I think that media, unfortunately, has kind of giving these dogs a bad rap. Walking around with a pit bull and people give you weird looks, I think. And oh God, you got that dog that will bite me. And I will be quick to say, well, I might hurt her. Like the dog is not, I bite so much harder than what the dog will do. And so, do you think that slowly pit bulls will get a better rap? And then, what do we have to do in order to kind of, get them there?
Definitely. I think just keeping an open mind, not transferring your negative opinions to someone else. If you will not budge on your negative opinions, then that's your opinion. You don't need to associate, but don't taint other people. Not everyone's a dog person. But if you are a dog person and you're curious, that's the best place to start. If you're not a dog person, you're not curious, there's pretty much nothing's going to change for that person. But I think things like this and online social media campaigns, and the more posting, the better. There's a lot of rescue groups. I think breeders need to stop what they're doing. All breeders, not just pit bull breeders, puppy mills, all that stuff, because the rescue shelters are so full. They're so full.